Hi everyone, it's Austin from Twigflo. Today we're going to build your first mission. Let's get started. All right, now we're in Twigflo. You can see up at the top, I'm in my Asteroid Software Partners team, and we have a fair number of missions already underway. To create a new mission, I'll click on the New Mission button on the lower left-hand corner. Once I do that, I'll get a new mission card. So every mission has a title. Let's go ahead and give ours one. For this mission, I'm going to create a user analytics dashboard for a new client of ours. Now, let's go ahead and give this mission a purpose. The purpose of this mission is to enhance the user analytics reporting experience for our client. Let's go ahead and categorize our mission. This is a technology project, so let's go ahead and mark it as so. Lastly, we have type and access scope. I'll keep the type as group so I can share the responsibilities across the team. Also, I'll keep the access scope as team, whereas public, we'll make it public to anyone with a link. Once we do all this, let's go ahead and create our mission. All right, we created our mission, and now we're in the mission canvas. You'll notice that when we're in the mission canvas, the first thing we'll see is the title and description that match the mission title and mission purpose that we previously inputted. The reason behind this is because every project should have one goal, and we're going to anchor all of our tasks and different efforts towards that one goal. In this case, I'm going to keep a lot of this as is, but if I wanted to, I could change the effort type, the status, the owner, and some of the other key components of this mission target goal. Once I hit save, we're in the mission canvas, and we can go ahead and apply the different steps. Now let's carve out the steps to accomplish the overall mission target goal. The way we're going to do it is through a strategy of decomposing the target goal all the way to the beginning of the mission. I'll be talking out loud to demonstrate how to do so. To deliver a user analytics dashboard, I'll want to first make sure the client is aware of the capabilities of the dashboard, and that's through training the client on the dashboard. So I'm going to add in a significant step here, and I'll call that train. And I'll add a description to train the client on the solution. Perfect. I can go ahead and also add an effort, and seeing that training will probably be a 2-hour session, I'll type in 2H and hit save. Perfect. We've just added our first step to executing our mission. And let's go ahead and continue with this process. Now, before I train the client, I'll probably want some validation that we're pretty much on the right track. I'll then add a step, and I'll call that test. And we'll say, test the solution for validation. Fantastic. Now, I won't add effort here because effort will come down the line. I'll hit save. So let's continue to use this, and I'll fast forward and add the next couple of steps. So we'll, of course, have to build the solution. We'll have to, before we build it, design the solution. And lastly, in this case, the first step is to assess really what it's going to take to develop the solution. And now we have the framework of the overall milestones to complete this mission. So we have the overall milestones to complete the mission, but everything looks a lot like each other. So I'm going to go ahead and add some visual differentiators to make them look different. I'm going to do that by changing the color on each of the different epics. Change this one to blue, lighter color blue, purple, and deep purple. And this one I'll change to a lighter green. Perfect. Now I've changed the colors to show some visual representation of which milestone is which. So let's go back to the top. Let's break down train a little bit. In order to train the client, we'll probably have to deliver the training. And before we deliver the training, we'll probably need to create the training materials. So the way I'll do that is by inserting tasks. So I'll say deliver training, and also go ahead and I'll put create training materials. Perfect. To satisfy train. So let's move on to test. Test is a bit different. We're going to have both external and internal testing. So let's go ahead and define that. The last step to testing is probably going to be client sign off. Everything looks good. Perfect. I'll hit save. Next step, I'll go ahead and say, before client sign off, we probably need them to test themselves. So I'll say client testing. Great. So client testing leads into client sign off. But wait, I forgot a step. I actually need to incorporate feedback from the client testing before they can actually sign off. So we'll do that by dragging in a node in the middle of those two steps. And we'll say incorporate feedback. Fantastic. Now that looks good. Now I got the test milestone all complete. So let's go ahead and continue to build this for the entire project. All right, we're back and I've completed building my mission. You can see I've finished up the training phase, testing phase, building phase, design phase, and the assess phase. One thing I didn't do is I just noticed that my internal testing can actually begin as soon as my building has been complete. So in order to do that, I'm going to hold down my Option key and drag the build node to the internal testing node to make that connection. This is significant because now I can understand when to start the internal testing, and that internal testing is not dependent on incorporating feedback or client testing, but we can go ahead and test throughout the whole testing phase. Perfect. With all that being said, we've created our first basic mission. Well, congratulations. You just finished building your first mission in Twigflo. As you can see, it takes some time to actively interrogate your brain and anchor all efforts on one single goal. With that being said, really appreciate you spending the time building this mission with us, and we're really excited to see what you can build. See ya.